Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy JTL, aka Out from the Norm, back with another one. So, apparently, everybody wants to try to be Derrick, Jaxn, or Steve Harvey. Y'all see the title, but before we get into it, I need y'all to do me a favor. So, I saw this brother shorts come into my feed. Listen to what he had to say. Wasn't really feeling it. Let's go ahead and see what he got to say so I can get my commentary. Let's go.
A lot of women don't know this stuff because they're used to men lying to them. You're used to men coming at you with game. You give it up too quick and he going on about his business because the mission is complete. One question I've been asked more times than I can count is, when does a man know when he's found the one? Now, depending on who you ask, that answer is going to be a little different because not all men are the same. Some men know what they want. Some men are looking for the one. And some men don't know what they want because they don't know themselves. And they're not looking for the one. It all depends on what kind of man you're dealing with. But
so that wasn't so bad what he said. Gave a few pretty decent, ideas of certain types of men out there.
I got a clip I want to show y'all today that give you a little window into the psyche of a man when he meets a woman. I hope it help y'all. Let's go ahead and get into it.
I was just staring at her and she was talking to another dude. So she stopped talking to him. She came up to me and said, it's rude to stare.
Oh.
And at that point, I was like, I got
read your mind.
Okay, what year was this? Because you said Avant concert.
Bruh, I'm 40 years old, man. This was like 2005, 2004. Okay. It's a long time ago. Maybe before then, 2003 maybe?
Yeah.
It's a long time ago, but man, she didn't give me the number at first. She made me earn her respect and her reverence. She made me be her friend. She forced me to be her friend if I were to have any relationship with her at all.
So let me talk about real quick what the brother said at the table. He said, just in case y'all didn't hear him clearly, he said he was staring at this young lady and she was talking to another guy. She walked away from that guy while she was having a conversation with him and came up to him and said it's impolite to stare. Then he said, oh yeah, I got it because she came at me. But she made me work for her phone number. Now, let me tell y'all where this is the issue at. What kind of woman who's a good woman that has manners, respectable in the way she carries herself, would be having a conversation with one gentleman, just leave him mid-conversation, and then go start hitting on another guy? Now, no disrespect to his spouse. I ain't trying to disrespect, but I'm just keeping it real with you because this is what guys got to watch out for, because ain't no telling what kind of game she was trying to run. Then they was talking, then she made him work for the phone number. Then made him be a friend before they could move any further. The problem with that is she was being the controlling one. She was running game. Fell for it. Sound like a cuckold to me. Sound like a simp to me. Fellas, that is not how you give respect to a woman. I'm sorry. That's a red flag, in my opinion. But let's see what this brother got to say about it.
I want to pause it right there real quick and hit on a couple of things he said. She made him earn her respect.
After she did something that was not respectable.
Ladies, what we always say, you hear men say it all the time. Women that are easy, they're easy to come by, they're easy to move on from.
That's kind of true. That can be true. Which is why I'm surprised if he had any game like he made it seem, he would have moved on from her once she started trying to throw these demands in here when you're the one that approached me. Just saying.
It's important for you to know yourself. It's important for you to know what you want. It's important for you to love yourself. And it's important for you to respect yourself so that you can...
Yeah, respect yourself after you was talking to one guy that moved on to another guy mid-conversation. That's not respecting yourself.
Demand the respect of everybody that you come in contact with.
After you disrespect yourself. Yeah, that makes sense.
When you out here dating, it's important that the man you're with respects you. A lot of y'all looking for love. Look for the respect. If a man respect you, it'll be easier for him to love you. You'll be able to sleep better at night.
Actually, when you respect the man, it's easier for him to love you. Now, of course, you do want to make sure a man does not disrespect you. Of course, I agree with that. But at the same time, women are not men. And a lot of these guys tell women to think like a man. And nowadays, they rarely act like a lady. Come on.
If your man respect you. If he don't respect you, what he gonna do? He gonna run all over you. When you want a husband, you don't want a man that you don't want to spend the rest of your life with a man that's gonna run all over you for the rest of your life or until you can't take no more. Keep that in mind.
And that taught me a lot about her, and it made me respect her because I was used to getting my way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it was the first time I've been challenged in a way where a woman kind of set her intentions and she stood on them. And she wasn't swayed by charisma or whatever the other kind of things I was doing to women. And she wasn't stunning any of that. So that made me kind of further pursue her. And I'm still pursuing her, brother.
I don't know what you mean by that, because I think that's supposed to be white, but this is where simps and lame say. So apparently she was out of your league with game. She gamed you. She approached him and made him work. Really? I see she gave choosing signals and then you approached her and had to work for it. But she approached you after leaving a conversation with another man. This is just ridiculous. But let me see what you got to say.
Sound like a woman that got her head on straight.
Yeah, that got game.
Sound like a woman that probably had some male guidance in her life
from other players
that could help steer her in the right direction
and run the game.
Because a lot of women don't know this stuff because they're used to men lying to them. You used to men coming at you
and pandering
with game. You used to men
trying to sell you a book,
whatever he can to get in your pants. And then
after he sold you his book,
and because you don't have the idea in your head that you need to make this man respect you, and you don't really know how to do that a lot of times, you give it up too quick and he going on about his business because the mission is complete. You got to make a man take his time to get to know who you are in the inside. That's how he's going to find out if you're wife material. You know what I'm saying? You got to make this man take sex off the table. You know, you got to make him look at you for more than your body and what you got between your legs. Make him be your friend. A lot of men that want to play around with women, they hate to be friends on. Why? Because they ain't planning on sticking around long enough to get to know you.
All right, so I'm gonna get ready to end this video. I'll probably do another reaction to something else he did because he didn't say some nonsense on other videos and got a Steve Harvey, Derrick Jaxn on. But this is the thing. If you have to make somebody respect you, that may not be the person for you. That's where he gave bad advice at. If a woman has to make a man respect her that is trying to court her, that is a problem. Now, good, decent men from what I see, now I'm not saying man ain't gonna want to be able to sleep with a woman. I'm not saying that. A woman that, especially a woman that he's attracted to, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying, that a guy that actually sees some kind of value and worth in you is gonna try to get to know you on his own. You're not gonna have to make him do that. And you gotta think, if you have to make him do that, why would you want to deal with a dude like that? You see, he's trying to press you for sex. Oh no, I gotta take that off the table so he can get to know me first. No, that may not be the dude you need to deal with. His dude that's really interested in you is gonna try to find what it is about you that he's interested in or what's piqued his interest. But to make him have to, come on, bro, that's bad advice. A woman shouldn't waste her time on a dude that you can clearly see is just trying to get you in the bed right away. If, mind you, that's a big if that woman is actually not just attracted to him, but actually think he's a decent, good man that she want to see have a future with. Because you got women out here nowadays, a lot of them, that get down with the get down just as quick as men do. To sit up there and try to act like ladies are just getting messed over just because they're giving up the box to get a relationship. That's just one type of woman. There's another type of woman who deal with guys that are wrong because she's wrong. She got red flags about herself. It's not just the guy. These ain't the women from the 60s. These ain't our grandmothers and great grandmothers. The same way they tell men that, oh, I ain't like your mama, your grandmama, your great grandma. I ain't cooking, I ain't cleaning, I ain't doing none of that. So does she deserve a good traditional man when she's not traditional? This is the problem we have with these pandering Derrick Jaxns and Steve Harveys. Y'all acting like these women are the same. They tell men they're not the same. They tell men they're not traditional. They still want a man to be like the simps that was back in the days that are saying to a woman. And now, all due respect, what make him a simp is if you see this woman as a streetwalker and you try to sing to her to get her to fall in love with you. That's simp shit. So these women out here, a lot of these women moving like 3 or 4 stocks and streetwalkers and want a man to swoop in with a cape to save her. And what E40 say? Don't save her. J. Cole said it too. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. So for the real women out there, y'all already know better. Now, there's a lot of lost females out there raising single mother homes, getting bad advice, telling you don't need a man, be Miss Independent, and all that bullshit that a lot of men were singing too to get paid off females. Them the ones that need some more real information. And I feel so sorry for these women of the last few generations because you got a bunch of pandering Derrick Jaxns like this who still ain't telling a woman the truth. This your boy JTL, aka Op from the North 18. Appreciate y'all. Please know that I got more videos coming. Make sure you stay tuned. So do this. Chill.